Hello, Mike Brelly. I hope you're doing well as always. Let's learn some cool pentatonic ideas. Yes, the pentatonic scale, the humble pentatonic scale, but that's actually not a very humble scale because people become multi-millionaires from the pentatonic scale. It's a very lucrative, successful scale. By just playing that, you basically become a millionaire. It's an amazing scale, and a lot of times it's some people's first scale they learn on the guitar. For me, it wasn't actually. I learned the major scale first, but that's another story. But it's an incredible scale, great to solo with. And I thought I would show you some cool, cheeky little ideas which might not be the norm. A lot of times with the scale, people are going very linear with it. So you learn your scale and it's all up and down and whatnot. And so I'm going to show a few little things here where you can jump around and get some kind of cheeky sounds out of it. But before I go any further, this video is sponsored by me, because I've got a new course out on my website, mikebradleymusic.com, and the new course is the Ultimate Pentatonics, all about basically nailing the minor pentatonic scale, and it's taking you from learning the 5 shapes of the minor pentatonic scale and then really honing in where each root note is in each shape all the way down the guitar and back up again, and then looking at your minor thirds and minor sevenths. So they're the root note, the minor third and minor seventh are your 3 big key notes. So like I say, it's taking you from learning the 5 shapes to be able to see the whole neck and the matrix system, as I like to call it. So do check it out on my website. There'll be a link below. If you follow me on Patreon, there's a lovely discount code on Patreon, and if you'd like to follow me on Patreon, please do. But for you lovely people watching this video, there is a discount code for this where you can get 20% off the course. So all the details will be in the description box below. Check it out and check the course out. Let me know what you think. If you get it, it'd be love to know your feedback. And I really hope, I should say, it helps your playing and helps navigate this crazy guitar neck even more, you know. But anyway, let's look at some cool little cheeky pentatonic licks, and I'm using this little backing track, a little loop I just put together, which is the good old Hendrix chord. Alright, we're in the key of D, D blues, D funk, D something, right? And then this cool little idea here, which I really like. It's very cheeky, it's very me, I guess, right? But the straight away, this idea here, this is what I mean about not being linear. Now, a lot of times you might go that, where you're going down the scale. But here I'm skipping out that A note and the G note there and going straight to this F. So I'm playing the C and then going to this F note and then bending that up a little semitone to get that cool little bluesy sound. But that in itself there isn't the norm of that, you know. So with the little chord, even just that is cool, you know, taking it. Alright, so we got this. And then we're going to kind of go down the neck sliding about there. So we got our little cheeky bend, and then 12, 10 on the full string, up to 12 on the fifth string, back down to 10, and then 12, back to that 10th fret 3rd string, and then slide back to the 7th fret on the 3rd string. And then we're going to slide back to that C note on the 5th fret, which is your minor 7th, that C there. Alright, so quite a cool little thing. If I do that slowly, and I'm really putting a bit of attitude, a bit of oomph on each note. Alright. And there's actually a bit of picking. That's a little bit of alternate picking going on there. But you don't have to do this verbatim, you know, you could do this slowly. You got that, alright? And then this bit's quite cool, if I do say so myself. So we're going to be on the 7th fret full string, and then slide to the 9th fret on that full string. And then we're going to go to the 8th fret on the G note. Alright, so again, quite intervallic. Alright, not going down the scale to it. And then we're going to slide back to the 6th fret on the F note there. But do a cheeky little bend. I like my cheeky bends because they sound cheeky. Alright. And so we're going from shape 1 to shape 5 to 4. Alright, nice little shimmying around on those shapes there, but it's all very natural. It's not like, okay, now I'm in 1 going to 5 to 4. But that's the idea, how I look at kind of learning these, is about to seamlessly just drift between each one. You might want to be in 4 and jump down to 2. Something like that, you know, so you can visualize. You know, so that's what I mean, and what I'm talking about in the course as well, where you can just, the matrix system as I like to call it, you can just see, I'm in D minor, right, bum, it's all popping out, alright? So that's where you want to get to in your pentatonic journey. And something else I think I did in that beginning jam, kind of these little ideas where it's actually quite linear really, but it's got the oomph there. So there I'm on 7, 5, and then upper string, same thing, and then sliding back to that 3rd fret there, and then again doing a little bend, and then there's your root. So in shape 4, sliding back to 3. So if you put that together, slower, all right. So give it a go. You know, I am picking quite hard. I'm really putting some vibrato on each note, and I think that adds to the sound. But you can do it a lot mellower, you know. You could do Kind of a funky, syncopated kind of sound to it. I mean, that's a whole other lesson in itself there about rhythm. You know, you can take the same lick, same note, same kind of phrase, but change it in such a way where it sounds completely different to, you know, what you played before. You could play the exact same notes, but how you're doing it and how you're phrasing it, the rhythm of the notes is completely different. Just like talking, you know, I could say a sentence like that, or I could say a sentence like that, or I could say a sentence like that. You know, I'm saying the same words, but that last one was like, oh, I could say a sentence like that. Or I could say a sentence like that. Or I could say so, or, you know what I mean? Or I can say a sentence like that. Very, very, you know, show band. So yeah, phrasing, rhythm is, you know, so important. But hopefully this gives you little ideas, some little fun things to play if you haven't played stuff like this before. And yeah, let me know how you get on with it. And again, do check out my course on my website, mikebradleymusic.com. And I'll see you all very, very soon. If you haven't done so already, do please like the video and do subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And hit that bell button, because for some reason YouTube doesn't like posting my videos out to people. So let's try and change that. So if you get you all the notifications you need to be, drop a comment. It all really, really helps. Anyway, I've been me, you've been you. Thanks for your love and support. And I'll see you in the next one. Mike Bradley signing out. Bye.